Archie Slaymaker International Boxing News, and I'm joined by Chris Jenkins. Chris, how are you today?
I'm all good, mate. What day is it? Thursdays. S&C done this morning with my strength and conditioner, Joel Thompson. Few hours in work now before a little run this evening with my buddy Darren and, well, Hercules, I call him, little Darren.
We're going to jump straight into it. One half of the headline act on March the 18th. You're going in against Cyrus Pattinson. Obviously, a lot of people think this is a bit of a step too far for Cyrus so early on in his career. Do you agree with that at all?
I don't know. I know he's had 5 fights, but he's WBA Intercontinental Champion already. So is it a step too far? You know, not many lads or young men out there, fighting in their fifth fight have already won a title. Um, you know, he's young, he's fresh, and he's a good kid. Well, can I call him a kid? He's a good fighter.
Was you shocked that you got offered to fight Cyrus Pattinson too?
Yes and no. I don't think I would have been offered this fight probably 2, 3, 4 years ago. But because if you look at age, I'm 34 now. I've been pro for 10 years. I've had a few losses, but I think when I catch you on the slide, well, good luck to them because I'm putting the work in the gym, obviously, with Gary and obviously my strength and conditioner, Joe Thompson, so.
How are you feeling and how are you going and how is training camp going? I know you did say that you're working as well at the moment, but how is everything going?
Working wise now, I just got a little job on today, but we'll mention the sponsors in a bit if that's all right. Thanks to certain people, I will mention them all. Camp's been going great. I've been in camp for, I think it's 3 weeks already, with the 5 to go. So we got good 5 more weeks. I've been sparring with a lad called Kieran Jones from our gym. He's fighting tomorrow. We're sparring with Ben Crocker. He's fighting also tomorrow. So I've been getting the rounds in. I'm holding my own against these young pups. And yeah, mate, training's going great, to be honest with you.
That's perfect. Obviously, it's a huge fight, huge platform. I'm not saying you're gonna not looking past Cyrus or anything, but where do you believe a win takes you?
I'll be honest with you, mate, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, a good win now come March 18th. It gets me back in the mix because I'm floating top 10 in Britain. So, and everyone knows when I fight, they are entertaining fights. Like my last one against Tyrone, the one before that against Florida Marco, when he caught me, the one before that, Julius Ngongo, former unified world champion, so I'm always in a good fight.
We briefly spoke for the interview. I said I'd bring it up, and we briefly touched on it as well. Obviously, you have got a job as well that you're doing. I know you did say it's your last one before you obviously go full into camp. So you've got 3 kids as well that you look after. If you just speak to me about that and how hard is that to obviously juggle those 3 things as well?
Well, behind every good man's a better woman, and that's my wife. In camp, she takes the brunt of it, as in the household chores, this, that. I do my bit. So the lads go off to school in the morning. I might take a little man to school. I'll head to Cardiff, get a good session there, and I'll head home. And then hopefully I'll pick the little man up from school and make him dinner for after school. But come in the evening, I've got my second session where there'll be conditioning with my strength conditioner, or whether it'll be a cardio workout. So then my wife has got like a lot of mommy duties to do. And then obviously when you are making weight, you're feeling a bit tired, especially when you've had the big spars or the big long runs. And, we just work great as a team. Me and the wife does, and we got great support of her mother and father. We found a way and it works.
That's perfect. Obviously, where is the motivation coming from this fight?
My kids.
Okay. Wow. Obviously, that's just powerful in itself. Obviously, that is just pushing you forward to obviously get the win on March the 18th. Obviously, it is a huge fight. I'm going to briefly touch on, like we said, the war with Tyrone Mckenna. How did you feel after that fight? Because a lot of people thought you'd done enough to win that fight.
Like I knew we are 10 years in this boxing game. I know that I'm not gonna have the rub of the green, especially when you're fighting away. I thought I won the fight. Honestly, I did. I thought I won the fight. Um, I was gutted after it, but look, I had some time off. I went away with the family. I come back into the gym, and it is what it is. Me and Tyrone, I respect him in the ring and outside the ring as well. I got massive respect to him and his team, but you just got to get on with it.
Would you ever look to rematch Tyrone McKenna at all?
To be honest with you, I was hoping he was going to call for it. I did see he was meant to be fighting Liam Taylor. I was hoping to get a late call up for that, but who knows? Maybe we can have a second fight against each other because I was coming out the fight. I had so many people coming up to me saying that they thought that I'd won. I honestly thought I won, but look, we don't dwell on the past. We look at the future.
That's definitely obviously, and it's just the last one. Obviously, I know you did say obviously don't dwell on the past too much on the future, but with regarding the boxing, what does boxing actually mean to you?
Mate, it's all I've known. I walk in the gym at 12 years old, a local gym, and then I don't know. It's a bug. It's a bug, and when you get bit by it, it's like it'll draw you in. So obviously, my remedicals are just being done now. So I've got another year in this game. As long as my body holds out, and I'm mixing up there with the big boys, then I'll happily stay around. But I've got to understand that I've got three young boys, and it's life after boxing.
Obviously, that's 100%. And with regarding that, is it win or obviously you don't want to dwell on too much on a loss in this, but is it like you said, obviously you got a year left, but is it if you do lose, obviously a bit of a sentimental question, but if you do lose on March the 18th, is that it for your career or will you keep pushing on?
Gotta keep pushing on, mate. And if it's a fight like the Tyrone Mckenna one, well, it's a good, and I'm still in there. Obviously, if I end up getting beat up really bad, I've got to sit back, speak to the wife, speak to my coach Gary, and then we'll assess what the future holds. But it's like I've said, I'm sparring with Keaton Jones. He's a 20, 24, 25, big southpaw. Ben Croker, some of these youngsters, and I'm keeping up with them, no problem. So there's no issue with that because I've never really been in one of them fights where I've been, beat up for 12 rounds. No, the only one that I got caught was Mark Gu, but that's a good punch I got caught with. But all the other ones, I've never been marked up and forgetting things after the fight. I've always been straight back up on my feet, and I can't see an end yet.
That's perfect. Obviously, you have been in really entertaining fights, and come March 18th, this one's going to be another one, and we can't wait for it. Obviously, just before we finish up, Chris, obviously, is there anything you'd like to say at all?
Yeah. First of all, my medicals were due this month, and obviously, for me to take the time off work, I have to get some really good backing sponsors, and these are these are the people who mean so much, and I'm so ever so grateful for giving me the financial support to help me to basically train full time, not having to go to the gym, then go to work, and then go running late at night, and then rotate that. I get the recovery, so I just want to do a big shout out to these following few of us. All right, Hopkins Log Burners, Sean the Monster. They're a local company by me. I've known Sean for donkey's years, and I put a post out there, and fair play, they reached out. They've come on board. I've got Kevin and Thomas Jones, the Jones Brothers Fabrication. I've actually met Kevin a few times, as I do first aid for rugby teams and help them out with their conditioning. A good friend of mine who lives all over in Spain, believe it or not, he runs a boxing gym called Chapman's Boxing. Jamie, he's come on board as well, and I've been out there last year and I've met him, and the facilities got over there is second to none. And hopefully one day, me and the lads from the gym will go over another training camp there. Also another one, Construction Safety Solutions in Cardiff. That's Tony Bryant. He's been part of Blockett's boxing gym, popping in and out, holding a bag, leaving us punch hell out of him. Literally puts a body bag on and we get the hell out of him when he doesn't move. So he's a big, big help. And finally, Watches of Wales, Paul, he's been behind me now for a few years. Every fight he comes on board. And I'm just ever so grateful to everyone I've mentioned there. And obviously my manager, Mo Pryor, he'd help me out as well outside the boxing, because with a family of five and you try to train full time, it does get hard, you know. So I'm just grateful for all them that supported me really and giving me that little bit extra that I need in camp.
That's perfect, obviously, Chris, and that's probably the best way we could actually finish. Obviously, that you are obviously you do appreciate all the support behind you. I do really appreciate you giving us your time today in the last day of work. So we wish you all the best for the rest of the camp and best of luck on March 18th.
No worries, mate. Appreciate that, and thank you for interviewing me. Appreciate it.
No worries at all. Take care.
Take care, mate.